Not one specific, but I've certainly heard stories. They talk about being out of their body and usually going up through the ceiling or through the roof and outside and then getting, just like in the movies, and it gets farther and farther away. But then you also usually transition to a different kind of scenario as to, it's not so much a where, but what's going on and all of that.
I've heard people do this while under psychedelics multiple times. Do you consider a psychedelic out-of-body experience and a near-death out-of-body experience the same thing?
One of the key things about NDEs normally is it's like a critical emotional response. And when I was president of IONS, we would get letters and say, I often say, well, I wasn't dead, but, and they would describe these experiences. And the caveat is, but it was like yesterday. So the difference, I think, is in how they're remembered, because many of these psychic experiences, you go, well, yeah, it was kind of weird, but like dreams, it kind of dissipates over time. For most near-death experience, it doesn't dissipate. So there are events that are implanted more strongly than others.
What about, you'd also mentioned something about possible dangers when remote viewing into different dimensions.
Yeah. Well, again, we're in a highly theoretical areas. I was going to say we're at the front end. The reality is some of this has been going on for centuries, just under other names. We didn't call it remote viewing per se, but we've had psychics that have done things, again, throughout human history. In general, I would say the dangers seem to be more in the psychological arena of folks coming back who are trying to integrate highly unusual experiences and not understanding how that fits into everyday life. I would say that, for instance, with near-death experience, most people who have them rarely talk about them for years. It takes them a while to integrate the reality as they know it and inculcate that into their lives.
I don't know whether to have this conversation right now or wait till the end, because I know we have so much more to cover. But
okay, well,
where do you think
we can move it?
Where do you
besides they can cut and splice?
Yeah, where do you think consciousness exists?
Oh, consciousness is. We exist because of consciousness, not the other way around. If there's a Big Bang, I happen to have some problems with that, but it says that consciousness created that and everything. The physical universe evolved from consciousness.